You ain't nothing but
I, moved to New York to direct and produce commercials. I looked up Mr. Jimenez. He told me that he was teaching at a really interesting international school and that maybe we should do a film class there. This has been our first film club. We started off with some classroom lessons, preparing the students for the shoot, learning about camera techniques, story structure, lights, sound, all this. And then we went out into the field and started making movies.
We've been thinking about the story for a couple of weeks. All of us were brainstorming.
I'm playing this character called Osbjörn. He's not very outgoing, but he has a really interest in making movies.
Yeah, then we decided to make it fun.
Roman is this self-obsessed guy who loves to dance, and he is convinced that if he makes a movie of himself, he's gonna turn famous. As the movie moves along, you see him getting 10 hits on YouTube and then 18. And we decided to give Axel the name Asbjørn because it's a really Norwegian name and it's hard to pronounce.
Osbjørn.
Asbjørn.
The Asbjørn.
Osbjørn.
Osbjørn.
Osbjørn. Asbjørn.
Asbjørn.
EF is an international school, so we decided to emphasize that.
I was jealous to Axel because he could actually eat during the shooting, like some corns and banana.
The main point is that you actually can express yourself.
The silliest thing was to record just one shoot, 40 times.
Action. 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 Action.
It's a lot of waiting. I think I was eating for 5 hours straight.
You have to repeat and repeat and repeat, but it makes such an amazing effect though.
Yeah, so here we have Happy Keon. As you can see, he's happy to be involved in Film Club.
Everything surprised me because I've never done this before, and everything was new, and that's what I like about the process. That everything happens fast and it's a lot at the same time.
I'm really into camera, and I had a chance to, to learn from Mr. Eric, and that was really awesome for me.
How to film in the right way, how to, focus.
Am I in focus?
I learned how to deal with the light. Which is I didn't know about light before.
10 tripods, 4 or 5 cameras, I guess, sound equipment.
Sound rolling, that we have the separate little mic that we use.
It's horrible when you're sitting on the floor and you have to make something like this to, record the sound in the right way.
Take off.
And we'd be take off. Big things are kind you don't want to do this, but just show it.
Big things are coming, my friend.
Yeah. Carolina and Lida's directors, I think they like to be in charge. Huh?
It was such a pleasure to work.
We had an amazing time. We had so much fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially the scene that I directed in New York, the best one. Oh my God, it was awesome.
The one I made the storyboard for. And also they made the storyboard, meaning they knew what they wanted the film to look like.
What I learned actually is how to work with people. It's always a challenge, I think.
You do so much work. It's so much things that have to be done, and it turns out to be 4 or 5 seconds of the actual movie.
Everyone was watching us in the cafeteria on our first shoot. We took up a lot of space. It wasn't like we were discreet. We were everywhere. We're making a movie with the film club in New York City right now. That's great.
We're making it look expensive.
I mean, I don't really dance on subways, so it was really interesting. My favorite thing though was that people didn't really care.
Okay, everybody say happy.
Happy?
Oh!
It was really hard to make those shots in New York City because there were a lot of people just looking at what I'm doing, and I should do something very crazy without sense.
Seeing the edited version for the first time was amazing, more than expected, and also the fact that we made this just by a camera and the EF students, and still it looked professional. It's really, really good and inspiring to keep on making movies.
It'll be great to see what this becomes. It would be great to see if maybe someone got a film career out of this.
One of the most important aspects for me was meeting new people.
It's like a little family here at EF, I don't know. It's nice.